What is up, everybody? I'm JP Storm, aka KOB, aka your king of the Blitz, and today we are going over just that: how to get more interceptions, how to make your opponent throw more interceptions. You're going to make him think the field is wide open, and you're going to undercut. Look at here. Look at what I do here. This is exactly how I get 3 to 4 interceptions a game, especially somebody like me who I love to blitz. So I make my opponent think of blitz, I peel off of that blitz, and I cover the middle of the field, or whoever is in the middle of the field that's open. Your opponent thinks he's wide open, and you undercut the interception. And just like here, this would have been my interception, but my teammate was there, just as good, We are going to go over the technique and how to do this. It's very easy. I should have came out with this video a lot sooner than this, but especially this one here. Watch this. Look at what we do here, replay. So I first follow, I think it's a tight end going to the left, but then I notice there's a receiver going to the right, and I have nobody to the right side of the field, so I switch what I'm doing and I run to the right. See, my opponent looks like he sees me running left, then I switch. The blitz is coming. See, the blitz is a very important part of this. The blitz is coming, I switch to the right. We're gonna go over this. Okay, how I like to do this. Now, me, personally, I am somebody that's a heavy blitzer. You could do this when you're in zone as well, but for me, I like to cause panic in my opponent. So I'm usually doing this from the nickel 2-4 double mug. You could do this from any formation. And in my opinion, it's better to heavy blitz, because if you show your opponent, now I'll show you one of these blitzes that we have in our ebook and that I gave out, especially if there's a halfback to the right or to the left, I take the opposite lineback, and I'm in the nickel 2-4 double mug, the mid blitz 0. Let me just show you. But again, you could do this in any formation. So nickel 2-4 double mug, mid blitz 0. How I like to set this blitz up is I like to slant the D-line outside, QB contain, take the middle linebacker that's opposite the halfback, because this could come in if they block a halfback, drop him back 2 to 3 yards, and let me just show you, I user the other middle linebacker and I fake blitz on the center, then peel off and cover the middle of the field. So what your opponent is seeing is, I like to run this against him in the beginning, sack him, or just see what he does in the face of a blitz, in the face where he has to hurry up and make quick reads. But the better part, what he's not understanding, is what I'm doing. See, he's just seeing the blitz coming in, but let me just go to the replay. This is how you do this. You want to fake blitz with your user, and it's usually a linebacker. I like to do this with a linebacker so you really don't get caught up too much on a lineman with a bigger, stronger linebacker than you would a safety. So you have to occupy the center for any blitz to be better, in my opinion. So especially this one. So I occupy the center, wait for that linebacker to come in. Now I peel off. Now, if he looks right now, real quick, the middle of the field is open. 86 could be open. And I know the halfback could be open, but there's ways to stop that. He doesn't see me, especially right here. He'll see the other linebacker coming in. He doesn't see me peeling off. He's just seeing the linebacker coming in, like here, like this view. So if he throws real fast to 86, the right tight end, I'm there. Look, I'm going to pick that off. Now, it's hard for me to do it with 2 controllers, but I'm there to pick that off, and this is how you run this blitz. So this is how you're going to get 3, 4 more interceptions a game. And what we're going over, all this, it's in every one of my defensive ebooks, because you got to see the different types of combinations with the different types of blitzes we use to confuse our opponents. So pick any one of our defensive ebooks up at kingoftheblitz.net and become defensive today. Let me just audible to a cover 3, and you could even make it look like you're blitzing. And even blitz when there's zones, you could do the same thing, peel off, and it would actually make this. Now, obviously, he's not going to throw that. It's just hard for me to do it with 2 controllers. But in the beginning of this, the middle of the field looked wide open, even though it's a zone. Look, 86, wide open right now. No, he's not, though, because if I come underneath and undercut this, if he threw that, which right now 86 looks like the guy that's the most wide open, except the halfback, obviously. But I would undercut that and intercept that. Now, let me just show you. You don't have to do it from any particular defense. You do this the 4-3, even 6-1, you know, any formation, but I like to do it from any blitzing formation. See, if he threw that, I was going to pick that off. But let me just show you something here. Let's say LB Blitz 1. Let's just say. Sometimes I use the DT on this, and I'll manually fake blitz with the center, peel off, and cover the middle of the field, and get interceptions. I've gotten interceptions when I used Oh Diggy Zua. Just like this. Just exactly like that. That happens all the time. In certain plays where I say use the DT to fake blitz and then cover the middle of the field, I've gotten picks from it. I'm not just telling you to do it because it doesn't work. Any formation you like. Even if we remember when the FS middle 3 was popular, how I liked to get it in is I would put that right of screen DN on a vertical hook and I would replace him with this safety and blitz him. Now it's a safety though, so sometimes you get caught up on a lineman, but I would fake blitz with the lineman, peel off, and cover the middle of the field. Just like that. I think it's better to do this while you force your opponent to do something bad. So I like to blitz, force your opponent to throw the ball, and you're there to pick it off. Now, when you blitz him and you're showing heat, 9 times out of 10, he's not thrown to the outside wide receivers. He's thrown to the tight ends. He's thrown to something in the middle of the field because that's what he sees. When you play Madden, you don't see the outside wide receivers. So the only times he would throw to the wide receivers is if you show that you're blitzing. If you're in man coverage and you're pressing, a lot of times you could just put your opponent can put McLaurin on a fade. Up, chuck it. Oh, it worked, but. So that's the only time. If you show that you're pressing the defense and you're in man coverage is when he would probably throw a fade route to the outside wide receivers. But if you're just sending a blitz at him, you want to force him into bad decisions. And to do that, fake blitz, make the middle of the field appear wide open, undercut it, and intercept the ball. You guys are going to get 3 to 4 more interceptions this way. You know, another one that I love to do it in is the 3-4 odd, all out pinch buck O. I love to do it like this because you could show blitz, send everybody in like this. I would even back up the coverage so they wouldn't throw a fade on me. Fake blitz, because you're sending fast heat here. So he has to make a real split, quick decision, and usually it's a dumb one. And if they throw quick to the halfback, I would always put, because you don't know if they're blocking halfback. That's why I like to send a blitz the first couple plays to see how my opponent reacts to it. If he's going to block a halfback, who he's going to throw to. If he's not going to throw it on, just get sacked. That's why I kind of keep mental notes of what my opponent likes to do against the blitz. So if he does this, you have a hard flat. You know, I like to put a hard flat on the side of the halfback if you're facing shotgun and you know where the halfback is going. But so if you do that and he sees that and you stopped him for a loss, so he's not going to throw to him anymore. He might just throw quick. Right there. He might throw quick to the tight end because the tight end looked open. He looked open. So it's all giving your opponent the illusion of the middle of the field being open when you're right there to cut it off, which I should have picked it off there too. But it's very hard to use 2 controllers doing this. But I hope you guys get this. Again, you could fake blitz with the DT. You could send the blitz here. And I've got many interceptions like this. And when I get interceptions like this by the DT, that's usually when my opponent starts to quit. Every single time he's quitting when you have big DT picking the ball off. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section if this helped you. I know, it's all about lurking, how to lurk and everything, but I'm telling you, if you do this technique, if you haven't already done this, you make the middle of the field look wide open and you're undercutting it every single time. You give your opponent no time to think, and if he's throwing the ball, he's not going to throw it quick to the outside receivers. He's going to throw it to the middle of the field where he can see, and you're going to be there to pick the ball. off. And if you have to, if your opponent is smart and he runs 2 tight ends, you know, and he switches off to tight ends, you know, you have to just switch off which linebacker you're going to use and cover the other tight end. And then I absolutely love defenses like this, because then your opponent can do something like this, throw it real quick, and you've had an all-out coverage play on him, but you're making your opponent see ghosts in the backfield, just like Sam Darnold did with the Jets. So you're showing all-out blitz, but it's a zone, and you're there. Everybody's there to pick the ball off. That's when you could start get creative with your defenses. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Let me know if you've used this technique already. Let me know if you use this only when you blitz. But you could use this in any defense, any zone, any man, anything. Like the video, subscribe to us, hit that little notification bell so you do not miss any defensive tips we give you. And here and there some offensive tips as well. Thank you guys for watching. I'm JP Storm, aka KOB, aka your king of the Blitz.